What's up, guys? It's your boy James, aka 68J, coming to you on this Friday. And we got one hell of a show for you guys today. I look up and who do I see? Only the most amazing family on planet Earth, EARF, hanging out with me. Shouts out to Crypto OG in the house. Good to see you, my brother. We got Tiffany Serranos up in here. Crypto Refic is in the house. Good to see you, my brother. Guys, we're going to be talking about a lot of things. Now, I do have to apologize for being about 10 minutes late. I'm on this, I think I shared with you guys yesterday, I'm on this new, trying to get back into my old basketball shape. So I got to lose like 30 pounds. I've been working out. Now, some years ago, I actually dropped like 60 pounds, got back into the same type of shape that I was in when I played pro basketball. But now the wife has got me eating better. I'm trying to do, I'm waking up every morning before I actually do my show. And I'm doing 4 miles worth of walking every day. So I'm literally, it's funny because I was talking to some friends of mine back in California, and I lost track of time. So I literally just ran up here to do the show, literally from walking. So a little bit late. My apologies for that. Let's get right into it. Market cap right now, guys, $2.86 trillion. Bitcoin right now having a fit. You guys know how Bitcoin is. When it dips, we dip. Just like that. Bitcoin right now, 83,670. We got Ethereum at $2,700. BNB doing a thing at $850. XRP down to $175. I always say, don't trip, buy the dip. Solana right now, 117, guys. We got TRX at 29 cents. Dogecoin coming in at 11 cents. ADA, 32 cents. We've got Chainlink right now at 1082. XLM doing this thing at 19 cents. ZEC, Zcash, 339. LTC number 21 on CoinMarketCap is at $65. We got Sui right now at 128. AVAX right now, 1092. Shiba. That's 5 zeros and a 7. For those of you guys speak a little Spanish like I do, cinco zeros and siete, huh? There you go. Hooked on phonics work for me. Let's keep it going. HBAR right now, 9 cents. We got Toncoin at 145. Crow, if you didn't know, at 8 cents. Polkadot, my God, when you look at some of these prices, you guys know a bull run is not upon us. Not even close. Some of these coins were like 50-something dollars higher in the last bull cycle. Remember, guys, we talked about 2017 was the hype cycle. 2021 was the speculative cycle, and we are now in the utility cycle. What coins will make it? We're going to be talking about that and much more. Uniswap right now, 427. We've got Aave at 139 and some change. Near, let's make it clear, 132. We've got ICP right now at 301. Aster, down but up, but down, kind of up. We're gonna leave it at that. 60 cents, guys. We got Ondo right now. Ondo Finance at 31 cents, doing some big things with Ripple. Matic right now is at 11 cents. By the way, guys, if you're tuning in for the first time, if you're watching this on a repeat, make sure you guys understand that, hey, nothing we talk about in this show should ever be considered or deemed financial advice. My name is James, aka 68J. Been in crypto since 2017. Can't believe it's been 9 years, or going on 9 years, documenting my journey in the evolution of money. Now, even though I've been at this about 9 years, we've been a little shy of 9 years. We've had this show for 3 years now, as of November 10th of last year. So going on our 3rd year, we've had some of the most epic interviews. I've got some incredible things, some things I'm working on right now. Plus, XRP Las Vegas Meetup 2026 is going to be absolutely incredible at the Silverton Casino. You guys don't want to miss it. It's going to be April 29th between 10 and 6 following a VIP dinner at 7 o'clock, guys. We got some big names, and we're going to be working on those things today, and we'll be getting that flyer out to you as soon as we can. Algo right now, 11 cents, guys. Trump coin down $70 still, like $71 at 454. Arbitrum right now, 15 cents. We got Render at 169. Filecoin coming at 118. QNT 71.38. Filecoin at 7 cents. VeChain doing a thing at 009. My goodness. Anybody picking up any of that damn VeChain? I know I am. XDC right now at 3 cents, guys. We've got, what else we got up in here? Pancake Swap, 168. XTZ, one of the OGs in the space, 50 cents. That's 2 for $1. That'll make somebody want to holler. XTX right now, guys, no affiliation with the greatest song on planet Earth by my man Crypto Tales, Stack It Up. Stacks right now, 28 cents. Optimism. It's hard to have it right now, but the market's going crazy. And there's some talks of another possible government shutdown. What kind of crap is that? We're going to be talking about that and much more. CHZ right now at 4 cents, guys. We got CRV at 31 cents. IMX at 20 cents. INJ at 401. And coming in at number 100 is Aerodome, Aero Finance, at 42 cents. Now let's get right into it. Definitely appreciate you guys. We are live right now on X, live on YouTube, and we're also live. If you have a Roku TV, you can download the Roku app, and you can catch us live on IMUTV by downloading the app. We're also, if you have an Android phone, you can go to Google Store and download IMUTV. You can catch us. We go live Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here, Crypto for Life with your boy James, aka 68J. Let's get right into it. All right, guys, be careful how you think. Your life is shaped by your thoughts. That's a fact. That's the thought of the day. Let's keep it going. Though the charts seem to be burning in losses, everything's on fire right now when it comes to crypto stocks and much more. The world is locked in on Ripple and XRP, guys. Big things are coming. Make sure you guys lock in, do your research. We got a lot of exciting things that's going to be coming our way soon. Raise your standards and watch your life rise to meet them. Raise your standards and watch your life rise to meet them. Another great quote. Now we're going to go in here, guys, and look at this. This was on Fox News. It says, "Here we go again with this, with this BS. Back-to-back U.S. government shutdowns. This is what you'll get tired of winning feels like." That was kind of like my little jab to Donald Trump there. But let's check it out, guys. Government shutdown could be in the works. Let's check it out. About 2 minutes and 18 seconds. Let's check it out.
Good morning to you. That's right. We're here. But unfortunately, at this point, it is looking like a partial government shutdown is going to be inevitable. The only question is, how long is it going to be? Is it just going to be a weekend sort of thing, or can it potentially go further than that? And
didn't we just get out of a government shutdown? Hell yeah, we did. And the markets didn't do anything special. Shouts out to my man Crypto G in the house. Let's finish seeing what they have to say about this shutdown.
things were looking promising down here last night, Dana. President Trump had announced on Truth Social that he and Senate Democrats had reached a framework for a tentative deal, but the Senate couldn't all get on the same page, and they left last night without taking any action. Now, Republican Senator Lindsey Graham was one of the holdups. He is not happy with the way negotiations are going, and he told reporters off camera, quote, "We can find a way forward, but not this way. ICE agents are not infallible, but I appreciate what they're doing. I've never been more offended than I am right now by what's being said about these folks." Now, 78% of the federal government is set to run out of funding at midnight tonight. The Senate has been considering a package of 6 funding bills to fix that, but House and Senate Democrats say they will not support the DHS funding bill in that package because it funds ICE and doesn't reform the agency.
We want to avoid a government shutdown, but it's necessary to ensure that the Department of Homeland Security dramatically changes the way in which it has been conducting itself.
Now, the deal between the White House and the Senate would see that DHS bill be broken off from the other 5 spending bills. But a move like that would kick the bills back to the House, which is out of session this week. And
Kind of funny how quick they're able to go into a government shutdown when it doesn't affect their asses, right? Sly Fox in the house. Good to see you, my brother. Make sure you guys hit like, subscribe, and notification bell. Let's get into it. OX Nobbler has something to say about this. It says, breaking. U.S. government shutdown confirmed for January 31st. Tomorrow will be the worst day of 2026 for markets. If you think a shutdown is just politics, remember what happened in 2025. GDP crashed 2.8%. Trillions wiped out across the stock market. This is how politics turn into market destruction. Political tensions have escalated, and Democrats are using it to slow down DHS funding bill on the Senate floor. That explains it all. DHS funding is the fuse. If the DHS bill stalls, a partial shutdown clock starts ticking straight into the deadline. And a shutdown isn't just everybody staying home. Paychecks get postponed, government contracts stall, approvals grind to a halt, key data releases get delayed. Uncertainty slows the whole economy, and then the markets do exactly the same damn thing they do every time. Bonds, number 1, bonds sell off first. Number 2, stocks dump second. And number 3, crypto and commodities dump even harder. So we don't need to be seeing all that, but hey, it's easy for those guys. It could be part of the plan, guys. We know we're dealing with a whole lot of hucksters, fraudsters, and tricksters, right? Political corruption and manipulation that is all-time high. Just make sure you guys get prepared and have a plan. Already, we're seeing markets break lower. Gold is down 9%. Silver has dumped 14%. I think those numbers are a little bit bigger now. S&P 500 fell 2%. Bitcoin crashed 7%. I haven't actually looked at all those markets this morning. Like I said, I just got off my walk, so I don't know if those things are greater or more so or less so. And that's just the beginning. Right now, most people are ignoring this risk. Markets think it won't matter. But that complacency always ends before the headline. I've been studying, and this guy says he's been studying markets for a decade and called every major top include. Okay, so this part, I don't get in all this because I don't think anybody can call the tops and bottoms. You try to time the tops and bottoms, your ass going to be in a lot of trouble. Okay, at this point, it becomes obvious that the U.S. government and corrupted politicians are going to do whatever the hell they want to do that keeps them in the best position possible. I think that's very, very evident. Moving forward, Swift copied Ripple's playbook on international payments. The same problems Ripple identified years ago is now being acknowledged by guess who? Right, Swift. The same ones that say they wouldn't have anything to do with them. Let's look into this a little bit more. Let's see here. It says Swift unveiled a new retail payment scheme to make cross-border transfers faster, clearer, and more predictable. The design echoes Ripple's long-standing critique of fees and slow settlement. Shouts out to Sly Fives. Good to see you, my brother. It says, yo, it's our time to shine. You damn straight. It's coming. Ripple still targets liquidity, efficiency, and area Swift's scheme does not address. So if you guys get into this, it kind of goes through some of the things that Swift's doing, which is mimicking a lot of what Ripple's been saying. So are they trying to do it on their own, or do they got backdoor deals with Ripple, and they're very much like, let's say, BlackRock, Larry Fink, and all those guys out there that don't want to admit they're doing anything with Ripple because they got those 1,700 NDAs in place. Facts. The Motley Fool goes out and says, don't let volatility ruin your adventures in wealth. Historically, average bear market 9 months, average bull market 5 years. Misery is temporary, compounding wins. I like that. I like that. All right, guys, this is now this is from this young lady, Heidi. I don't know a whole lot about her, but she put this out. This in regards to Trump's new hire, the new appointed Federal Reserve Chair, Kevin Warsh, exposed the entire game. So she's saying the fact that they picked Kevin Warsh exposes the entire game. Now, I don't know anything about Kevin Warsh. I don't know anything about this young lady that posted this. But if it's news, we're going to go through it. What's up, Big Bro 10, my New York sister? Good to see you in the house. Okay, let's keep it going. The Federal Reserve was never independent, but this move proves the cartel is done pretending. Follow the ties. It says Warsh is married to Jane Lauder, billionaire heiress to Estee Lauder fortune. Her father is Ronald Lauder, Trump's close colleague and friend. Ronald which is her, I guess this guy who's being elected as father-in-law, is the president of the World Jewish Congress. I don't know what that has to do with anything. They aren't picking a new chairman. They're keeping the money printer inside the circle. So very, very interesting. You can see how Kevin Warsh, out of all the people, it looks like Rick Ryder, Christopher Waller, and Judy Shelton, some of these guys, 1%, 5% chance. He had a 93% chance. So this guy's winning by a landslide. Like, I don't know if there's going to be more about this. Now, when I was reading this, I did see some other people making comments about that. But at the end of the day, guys, like, hey, we want what's better for this country. Facts. Make America great again. Okay, here we go. Status is a poor man's wealth. Freedom is a rich man's status. I'm going to say that again. Status is a poor man's wealth. Freedom is a rich man's status. I like that. Bull Theory puts this out. It says insane volatility in the last 24 hours. In the last 24 hours, gold it was negative 10.9%, erased $4.1 trillion. That's crazy, guys. That's what is that? Not quite, like 1.5 times the damn crypto market. That's crazy. Silver erased 21.5%, which is 1.4 trillion. Copper negative 10.3%, which is about 40 billion. Palladium negative 20%, which erased about 45 billion. And platinum is negative 23%, erased about 143 billion. S&P negative 0.6%, erased about 380 billion. Nasdaq negative 1.2%, erased about 480 billion. Russell 2000 negative 0.76%, erased about 25 billion. Bitcoin negative 6.6%, erased about 108 billion. Ethereum negative 7.5%, erased about 25 billion. Over 6.5 trillion erased across metals, equities, and crypto in a single day. If you guys don't think the manipulation is real, guys, I'm here to tell you it is. That's a fact. Let's keep it going. Spot XRP ETF surpasses 2 billion in cumulative trading volume. Now, for those of you guys who don't remember, my connection with Caleb Brown. Last year, XRP Las Vegas was absolutely incredible. XRP Las Vegas meetup was absolutely incredible. We sold out. Everyone it was amazing, guys. We had giveaways, we had awards. We're gonna have a bigger, 3 times bigger event than we had last year, maybe even 4 times. We've got some connections with some incredible people. I've partnered with some extraordinary individuals. So April 29th, guys, make sure you guys mark that on your calendar now. Our main sponsor for the event is Caleb and Brown. You guys saw the interview that we did here, was it October 30th with Jim Bazzani and Andrew Garside. Incredible interview. If you guys didn't get a chance to see this, make sure you guys go to my YouTube page, Crypto for Life. It's at 68J_Crypto for Life. Make sure you guys go check out the interview. And some of the most epic interviews in all of crypto have been right here on this platform. So again, guys, make sure you guys connect with Caleb Brown. Here's a little bit, a few reasons why. I'm down with Caleb Brown. Free institutional grade custody, free user friends mobile app, which is incredible. I love going to see what I have connected with them. Free personal broker, 24/7 access, free money transfers to your bank, free high-end institutional security. They don't crash when everyone else does. And make sure you guys tell them 68J sent you. There goes my affiliate link. Make sure you guys go check it out. Appreciate you guys major way. Now, there is a major announcement here. I put this in regards to what's happening with Caleb Brown right now in the thread. Ripple Payments is live now on Caleb Brown. This is to enhance customer experience. It says they have integrated Ripple to streamline USD bank transfers. Expect far quicker turnaround on fiat withdrawals as we move forward. Some utility for the XRP community. Big things happening. I know, guys, right now we can use all kinds of good news as this market is got a lot of people frustrated. A lot of people portfolios are down. But hey, what do we always talk about? The 5 steps to success in crypto. I'm going to tell you. I told you 1,000 times. We're going to tell you again. Number 1, have a strategic plan. Strategic meaning it can change. There's a lot of things that I had plans with earlier. Some of these coins aren't even here today. Some of these coins I don't see any value in, like I used to back in the day. And I always say, guys, it's okay. It's all right to have a plan until things change. Hey, everyone on the Titanic had a plan until it was altered. So number 1, have a strategic plan. Number 2, do your own research. Right? Don't go around following people. Hey, don't follow what I say. You might get some good ideas. You might get some good ideas from some other amazing, incredible, intelligent people in the space. But at the end of the day, remember, this is your life, your journey, your story. You're the author of your own story, and no one cares more about your financial situation than you. So do your own research. Number 3, control your emotions. Emotions is typically the number 1 killer when it comes to investing, whether it's crypto, whether it's stocks, whatever it is. Emotions. Control those emotions. And I think, and I don't think I know, when you focus on the first couple things, guys, which is have a plan, do your research, and control your emotions. It definitely makes everything else fall in line. Number 4 is learn to take profit. And this is something that I've talked about before. I've watched millions of dollars come, and I've watched millions of dollars go, right? And so you learn over time. I've been at this for 9 years. You learn over time. Sometimes you learn by, hard lesson. But, hey, enjoy your life. Take profits. Look, I live my best life. I have fun. I go do what I want. I buy what I want. I have fun, and then I'm enjoying the ride. I'm not just going to sit there and wait. Oh, wait, I'm waiting for $1,000 XRP or so. Like, guys, you got to have a plan, and you got to make sure you take profit. Number 5 is always stay focused on your why. Why are you doing this, right? They say if your why doesn't make you cry, it's not big enough. So stay focused. So that's the 1 through 5 on, 5 tips to being successful in this space. Okay, this is XRPTA analysis. EGRAC gives bullish prediction on how XRP could surge the $200. What in the hell's going on? We're going to talk about that right now. XRP $200 potential, understanding the channel map according to eGrab Crypto. Now, I have a lot of respect for eGrab. He does a lot of great TA, as does Tar, and as does Cassie Trades and many others in the space. But this, let's go over what his thought process is. It says, renowned market analyst eGrab Crypto suggests that XRP price may be on a far more structured and potentially explosive path, widely anticipated, with monthly channel projections indicating a long-term target near $200. Central to this projection is the concept of multi-channel diagonal support and resistance, akin to a logarithmic aggression channel. Unlike random market fluctuation, these channels provide a clear visual framework for price behavior. Historical data shows striking symmetry. In 2017, XRP touched the channel's upper boundary and surged 677%, highlighting the potential for major macro moves. It actually went a lot higher than that. Current cycle levels mirror this geometric structure, suggesting history could repeat. Supporting this, XRP's price action hints at potential bottoming near the Fear and Greed Index, rising to 29. If you guys want more information on this, guys, we have a pretty healthy show on things we're going to be talking about. But if you guys want more information on this price prediction, again, I'm not saying I agree or disagree. Everyone has a price prediction. We even have some people out there that, gave some strong percentages of what those prices are going to be, and they didn't work out. So it's hard to. This is what I always tell people. TA, with this fundamental analysis, technical analysis, market analysis, a lot of that stuff is predicated. Obviously, if you're doing market analysis, it's a little bit different. If you're doing fundamental analysis, but typically TA is based off of emotions. That's why you have the Fear and Greed Index, right? People get fearful, they sell, they get greedy, they buy, all those type of things. And so at the end of the day, you got to say it's hard to predict the top and bottom. It's hard to predict where things are going to go because you could be looking at a chart, you could be looking at a W formation, you could be looking at a head and shoulder, you could be looking at all these different variables. The Fibonacci retracement a lot of times tell people who know about TA a lot. However, if you have something like a war that breaks out, which there's some talks about something going on with Iran, you could have something like COVID breakout, you could have something like China or some other countries banning crypto. A lot of times when those narratives play out, it disrupts the technical analysis. So it's great to say, I heard numbers that we believed a year ago. We heard numbers from many people in the space, and they didn't quite play it out because of how, we had government shutdowns, we have Trump with, just flying tariffs all over the place. So all these different variables can really dictate the way the market is going to move. Always remember that. Shouts out to Bullish Big D. Shouts out to my beautiful queen. Jeanette's in the house. That's my baby. Let's keep it going. Jobs lost to AI, it's only going to get worse. Now, this is the Kabasi letter, puts this out. It says, recent layoff announcement. U.S. government over 307,000 jobs. UPS laid off over 78,000 people. Amazon over 30,000 people. Intel 25,000. Nissan 20,000. Nestle 16,000. Microsoft 15,000. Bosch 13,000. Dell 12,000. Verizon 13,000. Accenture 11,000. Ford 11,000. All these different layoffs, guys. You're talking about thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of jobs, tens of thousands, and some of these have even gotten into the hundreds of thousands of jobs affected by AI. Where is it going to stop? I don't think it gets any better, guys. I really don't. That's where you got to find things like, investments and other things to get yourself involved. And again, remember, nothing we talk about on the show should ever be considered or deemed financial advice. Now, going in conjunction with the young lady was saying about Trump's connection with Kevin Warsh, let's hear from this gentleman here. It says, Trump's pick is in. Check out future U.S. Federal Reserve Chairman Kevin Warsh as he gives incredibly positive remarks regarding Bitcoin. So we obviously heard the one lady's remarks. Again, I don't know nothing about the guy, so I don't want to spread any FUD. But on this show, we have to make sure that we cover all the news. So here you guys go, an introduction to the gentleman who's supposed to be the new SEC, the new Fed chairman, and his thoughts on crypto and Bitcoin specifically.
You made reference to Bitcoin, and I thought I heard a little bit of condescension that people are buying Bitcoin and these things.
But doesn't it? Charlie Munger, this is 2 or 3 years before he died, Charlie Munger attacked Bitcoin. He called it evil, in part because it would begin to undermine the Fed's ability to manage the economy.
Or it could provide market discipline. Or it could tell the world that things need to be fixed.
Bitcoin does not make you nervous.
Bitcoin does not make me nervous. I can hearken back to a dinner I had here in 2011 with someone who is another guest on your show. I won't say his name. I just did Mark Andreessen, who showed me the white paper. That was the original white paper. I wish I had understood as clearly as he did how transformative Bitcoin and this new technology would be. Bitcoin doesn't trouble me. I think of it as an important asset that can help inform policymakers when they're doing things right and wrong. It is not a substitute to the dollar. I think it can often be a very good policeman for policy. And if I were to speak more broadly to what did Charlie Munger and others perhaps have in mind, there is a proliferation of securities that go under all sorts of names. Many, if not most of them, are not worth what they might be being traded for. So what did Charlie say, and maybe his pal Warren say? There's the innovators, the imitators, and the incompetents. They're real innovators that are happening in and around that new technology. And what I would try to impart towards businesses and bankers is that the underlying technology that Mark showed me in that white paper, or tried to show me in that white paper, it's just software. It's just the newest, coolest software that will provide us an ability to do things that we could never have done before.
The newest, coolest software. I like that. By the way, guys, shouts out to the almost 100 people that are watching. I know that that's a combination between YouTube X and IMUTV. I can't tell where all the viewers are coming from, but shouts out to all you guys. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell, and join our Crypto for Life family. Appreciate you guys in a major way. Let's keep it going.
Can the software be used for good and evil? Yes, both, like all software. Right. So I don't cast aspersions like that. If there's a final point, these technologies are being built here. I don't just mean on Stanford campus. I believe in the United States. And the world's most talented engineers from China and Europe and everywhere, they come to the United States even now to try to build this stuff. And my view is by building it here, that gives us an opportunity to be more productive and
as we know, guys, Trump and Caroline Levitt and all those guys are saying, along with David Sachs, is Trump's goal is to make America the crypto capital of the world. Well, I got some feelings on that. I think that it sounds good, but I think we need to see more actions. There's promises kept, promises made, promises kept about no capital gains tax on crypto. We've seen. Was it Germany or something like that? We talked about it yesterday. That have already implemented no capital gains tax on crypto. So I think people deserve that and a lot more, especially with the fact that that was part of his campaign. He's been there for a year now. Yeah, we've seen a war on terror, but when it comes to crypto, we haven't really seen a whole lot, in my opinion, that's been aggressively bullish. And during that time, they've launched meme coins, Trump Millennia Coin. His sons have created hundreds of millions of dollars. But when it comes to the quote, Americans are going to get tired of winning, I don't think we've seen that yet, and we're going to talk about more of that in a little bit. I know it's tough. It will get better. I do agree with that. After almost 9 years in this space, guys, I do stand behind that. Brad Garlinghouse comes out and says the last couple of weeks have been an absolute firestorm of action to get the market structure bill passed. While banking GOP clears its logjam, thank you to Senator Tim Scott. Congrats are in order to Senate AG of GOP and Chairman John Boozman for advancing the Senate Agriculture Committee market structure bill out of committee today. He says, as I said before, clarity is better than chaos. And I do agree with this, guys. I know we had a little discussion yesterday. Some people felt a certain kind of way, and I understand, and I'm not saying you're wrong, but I do agree clarity is better than chaos. Because chaos is what we're seeing right now. Chaos when, it just, look, man, at the end of the day, if you live here in America, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The legislative process I need more coffee, can be messy and complex, but it is 100% necessary to have clarity for this and future generations of crypto entrepreneurs, builders, and users as this technology becomes increasingly ingrained into our global financial infrastructure. You guys can see something right here that was posted by the Senate Ag Committee Republicans under Chairman John Boozman leadership, and Senate Ag Committee advanced crypto market structure into legislation, or at least pass it for the next part of it. This is a big move for consumer protection and innovation. So, hopefully we'll see some progress, guys. I think regardless of all these things that they're saying, a government shutdown is not going to be, in the short term, beneficial to anyone. And we saw when we came out of the last government shutdown here, just the end of last year, it did nothing for the market. Shouts out to Nesforce in the house. Nesforce, you got to call me, brother. Let me know if you want to do a stream tomorrow. I am game big time. So let me know, man. We'll grab a couple other people to jump on with us. Let me know. Okay, imagine selling your XRP when the dollar has lost 10% of its purchasing power in the last 12 months. You couldn't pick a worse time to sell. This is what they want. They want your XRP. Give them nada. I do agree with that. President Trump comes out and puts this out that says we should be paying the lowest interest rate of any country in the world. He puts out Jerome Too Late Powell again refused to cut interest rates, even though he has absolutely no reason to keep them so high. He is hurting our country and its national security. We should have a substantially lower rate now that even this moron admits inflation. Trump is not, he's not shy with his words, is he? Amidst this moron is no longer a problem or threat. He is costing Americans hundreds of billions of dollars a year in totally unnecessary and uncalled for interest expense. Because of the vast amounts of money flowing into our country because of tariffs, we should be paying the lowest interest rates of any country in the world. Most of these countries are low interest rate paying cash machines, though, as of elegant, solid, and prime, only because the USA allows them to be. The tariffs being charged to them while bringing in billions to us still allows most of them to have a significant trade surplus through much smaller with our beautiful, formerly abused country. In other words, I have been very kind and gentle to countries all over the world. With mere flip of the pen, billions more would come into the U.S. And these countries would have to go back to making money the old-fashioned way, not on the back of America. I do like that part because I do feel as a person who's traveled the world, there's always been like a one-sided narrative, right? If you want to go travel, they make it difficult. If you want to buy land, they make it difficult. They tax the death out of you. I know some of the countries I went to when me and my wife first left California, we were considering. Was it called Ecuador and some other places? But when you look at, like, if you want to bring a car over or certain things over there, I mean, they damn near tax you the full value of what that item was. I mean, it's just the level of corruption. And I had some of the most powerful, powerful people over there that were my friends, connections that were, just like I said, some of the richest people out there were people that I had done business with, over the last so many years. And they told me, they said, man, this place is corrupted. The government is corrupted. So I know things have gotten better. How better? I really can't tell you. So I definitely agree with Trump's sentiment here as far as, rates should be going down. And obviously that's why he's making his new selection, as we talked about with this gentleman. What is his name again? Kevin Warsh, if that's how you say it. All right, let's keep it going. Everything is being put into place for XRP. I do agree with that. Imagine what crypto investors would have. Imagine what crypto investors would save with no capital gains tax. This is my comment based off of Trump's announcement here. It says, breaking Trump says the biggest tax refund season in the history of the U.S. starts next month under what he calls the largest tax cut ever. Families could keep $11,000 to $20,000 to $20,000 more per year in their pockets. Trump says Americans will feel the impact very soon. Let's check it out.
Next year, you will also see the results of the largest tax cuts in American history that were really accomplished through our great, big, beautiful bill, perhaps the most sweeping legislation ever passed in Congress. We wrapped 12 different bills up into one beautiful bill. That includes no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security for our great seniors. Under these cuts, many families will be saving between $11,000 and $20,000 a year, and next spring is projected to be the largest tax refund season of all time.
I like this announcement in regards to families being able to keep an extra $11,000 to $20,000, but they act like that's game-changing money, right? And so, I understand to some people it might be, but the thing that pisses me off, again, through the campaign, he said a lot of things about crypto this and crypto that, and even just after we saw possibly no capital gains tax on crypto, maybe even wiping out income tax altogether. Obviously, if we're bringing in that kind of money in tariffs, we should be able to get one, if not both, of those things that he brought up. The issue that I have is from the moment that they came in, and again, I think our country is a lot better today than it was yesterday, right? On different levels. There's things that I like, there's things that I don't like. One of the things I don't like is how, from the moment that he got elected, the only ones that are sick and tired of winning, if that is even the case, that I've seen from a financial perspective, when you have an 18, 19-year-old son on the cover of Forbes making $100-something, almost $200 million off of I don't care how you want to put it, because people sometimes just act like they're in some kind of cult. If you support Trump, great. If you support Biden, great. I'm not here to go back and forth on who's right and wrong. I tell you guys, I'm more of an independent. As a father, as a dad, as a husband, as a son, as an American who has a family here. I want what's in the best interest of my family, and that's what it all comes down to. And obviously, we can see that with him, with his family winning, with his family doing certain things. But again, you can't look at anything that was done with the Trump coin to be anything other than a rug pull. I mean, you call it what you want to call it, because everything like that, like when Haktua Girl did it, and there was a situation with her and other things that we've seen, other rug pulls, we identified it very clearly as being a rug pull. But for some reason, when they did it, there were rules and things put in place to protect those actions. And so, look, do what you do, make your money, God bless you, but then we should have the same type of mentality about our individual families as well. Because regardless of how you look at things, their family has benefited the most out of crypto since he's been in office. That's a freaking fact. And so at the end of the day, each and every American here wants to have that same benefit. So if we're bringing in all these billions and billions and billions of dollars in tariffs, well, damn it, do something for the people who are also in the same industry that your kids are in and your family's in, that's making all this damn money, right? Which is no capital gains tax on crypto. And you see other countries doing it. So when you say America is the crypto capital world, I say bullshit. I don't see how that's possible when you've got countries that, now I know there's countries like El Salvador that moved ahead and these other countries, but there was a comment that I read where he said, now China's getting aggressive. Some of these countries have been aggressive. Some of these countries have been way ahead of the U.S. And so I don't know of anything that the U.S. have done that's put it at the forefront as far as being the crypto capital of the world, other than the fact that you're saying that, right? Because I think there's a lot of countries that's got way more invested in crypto, and you see countries that are now implementing no capital gains tax and things like that. So it's great to say something. It's another thing to do it. We're not stupid. We're not the same people who were trapped in this matrix that are stuck in this financial slave-driven system. We know better. A lot of us got into it way before they did. Whether you've been in as long as I've been in it or you've been in for a few years, you know what the hell's going on. A lot of things have been exposed. And at the end of the day, we want promises made, promises kept. That's a fact. Shouts out to Nina Blossman. Shouts out to Jose. Shouts out to Marvin Davis in the house. Guys, I think we're going to be going live, me, Nestforce, and if anybody wants to jump on tomorrow, make sure you guys let us know. What can you do with Bitcoin? Richie 009 is in the house. Good to see you. So tomorrow, guys, we're going to have an open forum. Anybody wants to come hang out, I'm going to put together a thumbnail. If you're interested in coming, being on a live with us and just talking, guys, whether you want to show your face or not, you can have a thumbnail and just be on. And we're going to be talking about crypto. We're going to be talking about just life, what's going on here in America, whatever it is. There's some other things that, if you can remind me too, Nestforce, there's some things we were talking about yesterday that I said, we need to have a show and talk about that. I can't remember what they were, but if you guys can text that to me, we'll be going live. Anybody that wants to come on, make sure you guys send me a DM either on Telegram, which I don't check as often, or X. If you don't have X, you can send it on Telegram, and I will check out the message. I'll go through there and make sure I look at all my messages to see if anybody wants to come on the show. So it's going to be fun. You don't got to worry about, do I know a lot more than the next person? We're just going to have fun, man, and be talking about whatever. So make sure you guys come check it out. There's almost not tax in Dubai. There's almost, okay, I think you meant no tax in Dubai. I think it's like $12 a year. God dang, that's crazy. And, that's why a lot of people... income tax is BS. Yeah, if Dubai can do it, why not? What's so crazy about this Nestforce? When I look at people like Da Vinci J, Carl the Moon, that's exactly where they fled to. I think essentially Da Vinci J in his early days went to, I think it was Chile, where he used to broadcast from, and now he's in Dubai. And Carl the Moon also moved to Dubai. A lot of these people, like I know somebody personally, like a personal friend of mine that I've known for years, that him and his family just hauled up and took off to Ecuador. So people are starting to understand, like, look, man, I'm not doing all this so you guys can bend me over and take a huge percentage of what I'm making. And the people I'm talking about, they actually created millions in crypto as well. But they're like, look, I'm not going to sit here and give it to you guys. I'm out of here. And that's like, that's how I feel. Look what happened when all the stuff happened with Sam Bankman-Fried and banks, going insolvent and all these different things, and the bank runs and people were leaving the country. Corporations were leaving the country. People were seeking to deal with countries that got it. And so I think on the flip of that, you're going to have Americans doing the same thing, man. Like, look, I'm out of here. Right? People don't want to get taken advantage of. And so I think if you really care about your country, and it is more than just words, because there is a rigged system here. It is a very manipulative system. And so, if you want to do what's right by Americans, give us that ability to keep most of our money from those investments. And you can kind of see the greed and the hostility and the corruption and the bias in this industry with what the banking system or the banking cartel is trying to do right now, with the fact that they want to earn all the interest on our damn money. It's crazy. They want to continuously keep us stuck in a system that's not created for us to win. That's a fact. Let's move on. Okay. Where are we at here? Shouts out to Nina Blossom. Shouts out to you guys. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, notification. Over 100-something people now on X, on YouTube, and on IMUTV. Appreciate you guys in a major way. Crypto for Life with your boy James, AK68J. We go live Monday through Friday. 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going live tomorrow. I will announce the time. Nestforce, what time do you think tomorrow will be good? I will review yesterday's show and get the grab some topics, brother, and send it to me, because I know there's some things. As soon as there were some things that we talked about, I said, oh, we need to have a show and talk about that. So if you can figure out what that is, brother, that'd be dope. And what time you guys want to go live tomorrow? Let me know. I'm open. All right. Manipulating to the very end. This is Zach Record brought up some really good points. He says Congress actively working on crypto regs, and the market makers use this opportunity to dump our markets right on schedule. So basically, while we're trying to figure things out, these guys are continuously manipulating the market. Now, if you guys checked out our show yesterday, you guys can see that we talked about American wanksters, and what we were talking about, the banking industry, the various political or various politicians that have been insider trading on the American people. And this has been going on for a while, guys. We've been, especially since I've been in this space for almost 9 years now, I wasn't really engaged with a lot of what was going on behind the scenes and from a political standpoint, but the manipulation, a lot of these guys have, who are making, I think they said the average average Congress member is making like 100 and something thousand, just under 200,000 a year, somewhere between like 110 to 200,000 a year. And these guys have, once they get in there, they're making tens of millions, some of them even hundreds of millions from insider information. And as we showed some videos yesterday, they actually can do this, or they've been able to do this without any kind of recourse, which is, and we even gave examples of people saying, fighting through their campaign, I'm going to put a stop to this. Congress should not be insider trading. And then the guy goes in and gets elected. And what does he do? First thing he does is insider trading. Shouts out to Jacoby, the greatest 16-year-old on planet Earth. I ever gave my son a call this morning. Matter of fact, son, Dad's going to send you some money here in a little bit. My son that's out in California. Love him to pieces. Had a great conversation. He's out there doing track. He's out there doing being trained in basketball and some other things. So shouts out to the greatest 16-year-old ever. We love you to pieces, and we'll see you soon, son. So that's what my wife is referring to here. Team Mays official YouTube. I love you too, son. That dude just melts my heart. Nest Force, anytime after 10 a.m. PST works for me. 6 a.m. Okay, not CST mistake in previous message. Okay, so you want to do? We could do 12. I mean, I ain't got nothing going on. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to do 12 p.m., we can keep right at what it's at now, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Anybody else wants to be a part of the stream, make sure you guys DM me, and you guys can come on and talk crazy with me and Nest Force. It's gonna be crazy. I'll find a couple people to jump on. All right, where we at here? All right, let's keep it going. To the moon. Everybody's screaming, to the moon. Is that what y'all meant? Like to the moon, down this way? Okay, so this was an interesting post by David Schwartz. He was replying to, who's he replying to here? Where's that here? Okay, can I not find this? Or I hope it wasn't deleted. Let's see. Why am I not finding this damn thing? Okay, so I'm trying to figure out, okay, Okay, it looks like a long, I'm not going to go through this whole thread here. Okay, so this gentleman says, I always loved the original vision of XRPL, creating a global exchange where you can hold and trade anything of value. Arthur Brittle says here says the obvious. XRP Ledger, XRP is all about the network and the quality of the ecosystem, from quality assets to great apps that make all these possible and invisible to the end user. Both XRP and XRPL should be the hidden plumbing of the real world economy. Okay, so he's saying a lot of positive things. Now, what David Schwartz comes down here is, what he says down here is, he goes, so they got into some conversation, but he says, I will say this. If many rational people believe that there was a 10% chance that XRP hits $100 within a few years, okay, he says they definitely wouldn't sell very much today at much less than $10. Wow. Those with that belief would quickly buy up most of the XRP because they value it more highly than those without that belief. And soon the supply of XRP well below $10 would dry up. Look, man, I don't know about y'all, but that is for the CTO. Obviously, I know he's retired or whatever. To say this, depends on how you read it, but this says a whole lot. So I'm gonna read it again. If many rational people believe that there was a even 10% chance, this is what he said, even if there was a 10% chance XRP could hit $100, I've given this scenario on a video with Edo Farina. He's damn near saying the same thing. He's saying, guys, and I'm going to read this all the way through, but if you listen to what he's saying and go back and listen to what I said, it's a lot of similarities here, right? So if many rational people believe that there was a 10% chance XRP could hit $100 within a few years, they definitely wouldn't sell very much today. You understand what he's saying? If there's even a possibility, can you imagine back in the day when Da Vinci said, get one Bitcoin for $1, $1 freaking dollar. Remember that? Well, if there was a possibility, it could hit $100. Why were people selling? There was a lot of people. I've even met people who sold at $20, $30, $10. But if there's a possibility, that damn thing didn't just hit $100 or $1,000 or $10,000. It's already hit $124,000, and some people feel it can get into the millions. All I'm saying is, when you understand what Ripple, XRP, XRPL, what's in place, RLUSD, all things lead to, and Brad Garlinghouse said it, XRP is at the center of everything we do. So when you look at this, it's damn near like, however you want to take it, but it's like, bro, what he's saying is, why in the hell, if I could translate it, would you ever sell XRP below $10 or $100? Those with that belief would quickly buy up most of the XRP because they value it more highly than those without that belief. And soon the supply of XRP will, well below $10 would dry up. And we've been saying that from forever. I really do believe that time is coming. I believe that as the markets start moving and we get to a $10 XRP, let's say, I think that's when retail FOMO, global retail FOMO, and maybe even to some of these bigger holders and investors like Michael Saylor and these guys, because I think institutional demand, ISO 20022, if there's anything going on with Swift and BRICS or whatever else, this is a flip of the switch moment. That's the flip of the switch moment. But as Dr. Stevenson talks about, laying the foundation, all these acquisitions, banking charter licenses, when you look at everything they have in place, that wasn't even the case for Bitcoin, and look what it did. So I'm just trying to Bitcoin's only got 21 million. Stop it. You're talking about something that was created to be better in every way that's going to be used on a global, not like gold, because that's, I was reading something today that was saying gold price would be even higher, but people who are 30 years and younger, I think they said 30 years or younger, or 35 or 40 years and younger. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, sorry, guys. Hold on a second. My detail is outside washing all our cars. What do you say? Sorry, guys. Give me a second here. Hello? Alvin, how you doing, sir? Good. Okay, so all the cars are washed? Yes, sir. Okay, I'll send you the money right now, and just did you put my remote back where it goes and the garage is closed? Okay, brother. I'm going to send that money to you right now. Thank you, brother. We'll see you next week. Okay, my man. All right, bye. All right, guys, let me pay this guy, because last time it went like a while. I get offline and I forget things. And it was like a week he didn't even bother to. He was like, hey, man, you going to send it? I've been dealing with this guy for years, too. Okay, so my apologies, guys. Let me send this guy's money before I forget. Give him a little tip there. All right. Paid in full. Car wash. Car washes. Detail. Okay. My fault, guys. See, before I could ignore my phone and I would just pay them if I remember it, but now these Meta glasses, every message and every call comes to these damn phones. Okay. All right, we're back. All right, so what were we talking about? Okay, so yeah, when you look at this, guys, so that the current trading price is well below $10 shows that there aren't very many people who really think it has a 10% chance of hitting $100. Shoot, most of the haters don't. Within a few years, with enough confidence to put their money where their mouth is. So anyone who says otherwise is not telling the truth. Damn. You can do the same math yourself for different prices, percentages, and time frames. My personal belief is that most cryptocurrency prices are in fact rational most of the time and actually reflect a reasonable analysis of their potential future prices and the possibilities associated with them. Come on, man. If you read through that, the possibilities that are associated with them, guys, everything is associated with Ripple and XRP right now. I also personally believe that most significant crypto bull runs were due to unpredictable external changes. So look, man, you take this how you want to take it, but yeah, I'm gonna let you guys just kind of stew on that, huh? Dave said he started selling XRP at 10 cents. My first XRP buy was at 66 cents. Yeah, but you guys said these guys got billies. They got. I mean, I don't know how much they got, but they got a lot. Guys, these guys are already worth hundreds of millions of dollars probably with that. All right, so and again, these guys all take profit like anybody else. But at the end of the day, guys, I'm gonna leave it alone because I'm not a guy who gets price predict. Either you know or you don't. Either you know or you don't. That's a fact. That's all I gotta say about that. Either you know or you don't. There's so many people I find in this space that And not look, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm mightier than thou, or because when I got in, there's a lot of coins I jumped into. There's a lot of these projects became masters of selling a story. And that's one of the things that you got to be really careful. Like I said, a lot of the things that I learned over the now going on 9 years were trial and error. My first initial investment in crypto, I lost it all. My first initial investment because of the 5 steps. You know, remember the have a plan, didn't really have one. Do my research, I did enough, but I was kind of following what other people I met were, just kind of, this, I did some research. I'm not going to act like I was dumb or nothing, but could have done a lot more research. Didn't control my emotions. Oh my God. I told you guys about those stories. Oh, honey, I started off trading. I had one trade that went up to $200,000. And me thinking it was going to go higher because of the narrative that was behind Polkadot. I told you guys about that. They did the redenomination from $300. A lot of you guys might not have been around back in the day, but back in the day, Asia was they were big investors in Polkadot. Don't ask me why. I remember reading on it back. This is some time ago. This is before the last bull run. So last bull run, 4 years, 5. This is probably like 5 or 6 years ago. And they did the redenomination from 1 to 100. So Polkadot went from $300, and there were a lot of Asian investors at that time, even more so than American investors. I don't know why that was the case. For those of you guys who don't know, Polkadot was created by Dr. Gavin Woods, who was partners with Charles Hopkinson, who is the founder of Ada Cardano and Vitalik Buterin. They were all in one big circle. They were the Ethereum team until there were some jinky things going on with Joe Lubin, and then everyone thinks Vitalik Buterin is, some like major controller or owner of Ethereum. And he's not. They snuffed him. Joe Lubin and those guys snuffed him, and he became like the poster child. Again, go watch Rick from the Start. It kind of explains all that. But anyway, so with Polkadot, when they did the redenomination from $300 to $3, I wouldn't say all in, but I damn near went all in because I had done crazy research on Polkadot. But prior to that, during that time, I had that move was a trade for me. So I was in a trading group at that time, and me and if you guys ever watch my show where I talk about a lot of there's positive shows that we've done on crypto. There's strategies that we talked about, which are not financial advice, and then there's some horrific stories. Well, there's one story, one show that I did called DANG, which is it's a slang for dang, like damn it, dang it. So dang, and each one of those letters were initials of people I had dealt with early on in crypto, and this one guy was one of those guys in that deal, and so we traded Polkadot when I did the redenomination. We were sitting there at like right before midnight waiting, and boom, it hit $3, and we went. I put a huge ass trade in, right? And so that trade went from what it was to like $200,000, and then me thinking it was going to go higher because it was $300. It went up. The next day I woke up. I stayed in the trade. It was like a day or two. It flew down from $200,000 profit to like $100,000. I freaked out again. Emotions got out, and instead of being a long time, like somebody who invested in, it was a trade for me. That it was nothing more than I didn't get emotional behind trades. Well, I should have said I did get emotional behind trades, especially when I looked up and 220,000 turned into like 150. I was pissed. I was sick. Oh, I was sick like a baby sucking my thumb, pissed off. I'm playing, but yeah, my wife can tell you. And so, but then when I looked up, had I did my research and looked at the potential. Which I did, but if I had a different strategy, which I have now, that asset would have made me $1.6 million, right? Because it went to $50-something, and I had put in like $80-something. So all I'm saying, guys, is, that kind of changed my mindset on trading versus. I mean, that was a major shift for me. I was like, what? I mean, I was sick. It changed my whole perspective, and it kind of made me wipe the board and start all over again. And so everything I've ever learned in this space has been trial and error for sure. Trial and error for sure. Okay, let's move on. I didn't have somebody to go to. I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have a lot of those things. I had to figure it out. And sometimes that's the best way, man. Sometimes the best way is to just figure it out. And like I said, it's going on 9 years for me, right? I remember having anxiety and oh man, can this thing really do? Oh my, having those moments with my wife where we're just teary-eyed and couldn't believe that it did what it did. So you'll get there. Just have a plan. The 5 steps of success, all that good stuff. Okay, we had a couple of people that said some things here. So you got Marvin Davis. Dave said he started selling XRP at 10 cents. Okay, yeah, we talked about that. Dave from Vegas. What's up? What's up, Dave? What's up, Dave? Dave in the house. We got Crypto Tropics afternoon. We got XRP Hustle Hard. Happy Saturday. Good to see you, my brother. Yeah, we're happy Saturday morning from New Zealand. Oh, you already Saturday? Looks like the rotation of metals into crypto. Yeah, man, that might be happening. We'll see how that plays out. Okay, my man Smoke puts this out. Said, don't forget Harvard cited Visa's digital fiat currency settlement patent as an example of a blockchain-based system that utilizes XRP and XLM, XRP plus XLM in connection with Visa. Documented. Big things are coming, guys. Big things are coming. The foundation's being laid right now. We definitely can use some bullish news. Ondo Finance says trillions will be tokenized. The path gets outlined on February 3rd. Big day. Feb 3rd? What? Like a few days from now? Good Lord. How about no crypto? The White House put this out. It says, today, President Trump held his first cabinet meeting of 2026 covering Trump RX, tax refunds, rising home sales, booming energy production, tariffs, and more. You know me. I had to tag him. You know how we do. We do a Brooklyn style over here. I said, hey, at White House, how about no capital gains tax on crypto? P.S. Donald Trump. I tag them both. We are the people. We the people are not tired of winning. 6'8", don't give a damn. I pay my damn taxes. Okay. Breaking: United States Secretary of War Pete Hegseth, if that's how you said, stated that the Pentagon is fully prepared to execute any military action that President Trump may order in response to the escalating tensions with Iran. We don't need that. I said, this won't be good for the market. You're damn straight. Okay, let's keep it going. Guys, trending. I don't know if you saw this or not. Trending. Coined on Blockspot based on page views in the last 24 hours. What? So this is their trending coins on Blockspot.io. The first trending was Smart Medical Coin. Second was Hypercoin. Third was Hey Elisa. Fourth was Shikaka Coin. It's right there. I can't believe it. And 5 is Dog with Coin. So you can see it right there, trending, hot, Shikaka Coin. Gotta love it, man. Greatest family on planet Earth. If you guys want to know what that is, we into movies, we're into a lot of things. We're just a sophisticated meme coin for the most amazing community on planet Earth. You can see all the places you guys can get it, including on Coinbase. It's on the Base Network. Go to at Shikaka Coin on X and learn all about it. It's right here, baby. Huh? Trending? Good Lord, that's crazy. Shouts out to Shikaka Coin family. Got to feel proud about that one. You're damn straight. Wait a minute. How'd I get back here? There we go. Shikaka, boom. All right. Okay. I like this type of thinking. Gordon says, crypto putting in the yearly lows in January. Very bullish for the rest of 2026. The rich don't panic, and those who panic won't get rich. The rich don't panic, and those who panic won't get rich. Crypto for life, Shikaka Coin family. XRP Army. Greatest family on planet Earth. EARF. This is for you. Let's go.
This one, does it like it is. Got them switching gears, new Ferrari with the tens. On some bullet shit, stop crying, start buying, getting bags. I ain't lying, money multiplying, call it rocket science. I'm so tired of this crypto control. You already know, basing letting money go. Swimming in the dough, SEC gets exposed. Tomorrow's the day we gon' blow. I'll be better off from selling at a loss, not caring what it costs. I'm buying when it drop, waiting for the flip flop to the tip top. While you watching TikToks on my new wristwatch, hit the Vegas crypto meter. Hello, nice to meet ya. Shower DAI like we do it all the time. Did a show with Lady E in the bag, man, the next night. A moon party, so you know we had to take flight. So many years and it's still no cheers. If fear selling, then I'm still all in. What do you do when your freedom is an illusion? How high will it go when the XRP get the moving? It's amusing when you know that you ain't losing. Going back to go back, got them choosing. Which one? Bag it up. This one, bag it up.
That's for says silver. Yeah, silver dumped hard. I sold a bunch at 95. Yeah, silver went cray, huh? Take those profits, baby. Oh man, I had one of my guys, man. I was trying to tell him. I ain't gonna mention no name, but one of my guys got into an asset, put in like maybe 40 bands. That damn thing went to 1.something million. I said, take profit. It's not gonna stay there. Take profit. He didn't listen. Lord, you gotta take profit, man. Hell to the yeah. Take those damn profits. I'm just saying. Don't take them all, but have a plan. I'm not a financial advisor. Do what the hell you want to. How about that? Flush them weak hands out. Flush. My man Don over at EJ said, flush out the damn weak hands. Alex Kyle says, stop. I guess he felt like yelling at the screen and posting this was going to stop the bleeding of XRP. That's crazy. Stop. I said, lock in and enjoy the damn ride. As a fact, 770 million as of yesterday worth of crypto longs liquidated. I don't know if you keep playing the game, and they'll keep taking your damn money. Cassie Trade says, heading to the $1.65 support before takeoff. Now, if you guys don't know who Cassie Trade is, she does, along with Atara and eGrad Crypto, a lot of these guys do some incredible. You guys can see the show where they both were on. These are two very smart ladies when it comes to TA and all that stuff. Make sure you guys go check them out. But they said, yeah, $1.65 before moon. I like this right here. She says, the plan has not changed. Nothing has changed. We're just, hey, guys, we're going into that, 3, 4, 5. The fifth leg before we go, boom, and big things are going to happen. Make sure you guys do your own research and invest accordingly. Bitcoin stinking up the market. That's what we're after today, and we're going to talk a little bit about that right now. Can't say America gives a crap. I don't think that's the case at all. President Trump is suing the IRS for what did it say, Treasury for $10 billion over a leak of his tax record. So, look, but no one gives a damn how much money you're suing for. Let's keep it about the American people. How about that? Okay, here we go. Remember what Joe Katz said back in the day. Now, this kind of correlates with what he said earlier about if you think it's going, if there's a 10% chance you think it's $100, why in the hell are you selling at $10? What did Joe Katz say back in 2017? It says it can't be cheap. That doesn't make any sense. If XRP costs $1, they need 1 million XRP, which would cost $1 million. But if XRP costs $1 million, they need 1 XRP, which would again cost, $1 million. Now, some of you guys are looking for somebody to hold your hand and tell you, but look, man, when you got the CTO throwing little nuggets out here like that, either you get it or you don't. That's up to you. Let's keep it going. He said, I saw Bitcoin go from 20,000 to 3K. I can't be shaken out. And that's a fact, guys. I actually, that's when I got in. When in 2017, when Bitcoin got up to, it was just below 20 grand. Didn't quite hit 20 grand and then fell back down to 3,000 and some change. That's when I got into the space. That's when I was introduced to crypto. Bitcoin falls under $82,000, 1.75 billion liquidated from the crypto market in the last 24 hours. Good Lord. Be careful out there. BTC got us started. XRP will lead the way. I do agree with that. Trump listed it first. There's a reason. XRP is America's coin. You damn straight. Question. Are they Trump? What's say? Are they Trump's? Oh, I think what, see, this is why you got to proofread what you put out there. What I meant is, are the Trumps tired of winning? I was so pissed off when I was writing. Oh, God. Okay, here we go. Just in, President Trump will announce his pick for Fed chair. We got that already. If you hodl through a 90% dip, it says, if you can't hodl through a 90% dip, you don't deserve a 1,000x moonshot. There's some truth to that. No capital gains tax on crypto. We talked about it. We're going to continue to talk about it. Promises made, promises kept. But Trump says, hey, I only care about one thing, that we become the number one in crypto. Let's check out what he has to say. Let's do it.
I only care about one thing. Will we be number one in crypto? Crypto has turned out, and in that sense, I've been right. Crypto's turned out to be a massive industry, if you want to call it that. And I'm very proud to say that we are far and away ahead of China and everybody else. Now, China's getting into it very big right now.
China's been into it. That's a fact. And many other countries like El Salvador and others. But hey, it's okay.
If you want to go after people, you're going to kill that industry, and it'll be very bad. Tremendous number of jobs. I campaigned positively on crypto, very openly. I campaigned. Biden campaigned against it. When Biden found out that I was getting like 100% of the crypto vote, which was a lot, he switched totally, and he went in favor of crypto. They went totally in favor. They had many people under indictment. They let them all go. They let them all go. You know that. Many people were under indictment. Biden was a corrupt president. Biden went all in on crypto at the very end because he thought he could get some votes. It didn't work. They voted for me. I want to make crypto great for America. That's the only thing. I don't want to have somebody else have crypto and have China be number one in the world in crypto. Because in crypto, it's a kind of an industry where basically you're going to have number one and you're not going to have a number two. And right now we're number one by a long shot. I want to keep it that way.
I don't know if we're there yet, but I think we'll get there. Sounds good. Yeah, I think we're number one in the world in crypto. Just saying. The wealthy think in decades, the poor think in paychecks. once again, Kenny's been throwing bars here. The wealthy think in decades, the poor think in paychecks. We're tired of winning, Mr. President. Not even close. To all those in Congress holding up the progress of crypto, kiss our ass sets. Y'all stop it. Y'all know I don't curse on this show. Ass sets. Assets, good Lord. The U.S. can keep BSing around, but England definitely gets Ripple and XRP. My man Smoke puts this out and says, yes, the Bank of England partnered with Ripple and successfully tested Ripple's interledger protocol for synchronized cross-border payments between two real-time gross settlement systems. It's all documented here. They get it. Cross-border payments. Ripple. XRP. They know. Let's keep it going. They can slow it down, but they can't stop XRP. You damn straight. My man Zach Rector has something to say about the Clarity Act. Let's check it out.
Right on schedule as we are starting to make progress on crypto legislation. The market makers come in and absolutely smack up the markets this morning. And it wasn't just crypto. We actually saw gold, silver, the stock market, and cryptocurrency, including XRP, all get hammered this morning right before the Senate Ag Committee has just passed its portion of the Clarity Act out of committee on a 12-11 party line vote with no Democrats voting in favor of this crypto legislation.
Yeah.
Now, the next step is the Senate Banking Committee. As I retweet right here, the Senate Banking Committee doesn't even have their markup scheduled right now. It was originally scheduled earlier in the month. They've canceled, but hopefully now that Senate Ag has passed, Senate Banking will get off their butts, get this scheduled, and we can start to see further progress on getting this market structure legislation passed. Full market update on my YouTube. Right on.
Shouts out to my man Zach, the man, the myth, the legend. Matter of fact, I got to call Zach today. Make a note of that. I'm telling you, if I don't write stuff down, I forget. I got to call Zach Rector today. How about that? Before I forget. All right. Got to call him. All right. Bitcoin dips 30%. People's reaction, extreme fear. Black Friday goes down 30%. Sell on a new iPhone. People's reaction, take all my money. I want that damn iPhone. This is why most people stay poor. They buy liabilities on sale and sell assets on fear. The exact opposite of how wealth is built. Okay. Kevin Scott says, even with, let me make this big because I realize some of y'all comments are being cut off. Okay, there we go. Kevin says, even with great crypto adoption and usage, it still doesn't matter because risk on assets are taken in 2026. Yeah, so far seems that way, huh? But you got to be in it for the long run. What did the gentleman say right here? What did this one gentleman say? I kind of put this up to what you just said, brother. What did he say? Wealthy people think in decades, poor people think in paychecks. So I know a lot of times we want immediate results, but that's where I went wrong. Right, I was thinking in trades. I was thinking right now. I was thinking, man, I want this quick because I spent my whole life, running after the American dream, from businesses, from pro basketball to all the things that I did. And so, you get to a point like, hey, this is it. I want it. And then, but you have to restructure your way of thinking, reorganize your priorities, and so I did that, and that's where everything changed for me in crypto. So again, this is going on my 9th year. Crazy to say that. Okay, sounds like Dubai is number one at the moment. The U.S. will fly by. Yeah, I think the U.S. I always come on here and I talk a lot of stuff, and I keep it real. A lot of times I have a lot of very similar feelings that you guys have, and I come from exactly where a lot of you guys come from, which for me was nothing, nowhere, right? And I did build businesses and things like that over time, but nothing was handed to me. It wasn't because it was basketball money, and it was just a very keen mind and ability to want better than I saw coming up. And but what I will tell you guys is, look, man, it's not a hard journey, but it's a very challenging journey. And I think right now what we're seeing is I'm more excited today than I've ever been in my life. I'm more excited today, and it's not because of what crypto's done for me, but what I see crypto is going to allow me to do for others. And what I see crypto is going to be able to do for people, for my family like you guys. I see, after being in this thing for damn near 9 years, I see where we've been, what we've gone through, where we're at, and where we're heading. And I see the foundation, even in some of the most difficult times, through the Sam Bankman-Fried deal, through some of the bear market and everything, but just being a student of the game and watching companies and assets, especially what Ripple's been putting in place with XRP. And I was able to identify the hype cycle, the speculative cycle, hype 17, speculative 21, and I see All roads lead to utility. All roads lead to and it's nothing new, guys. Like this is if like it's one of the oldest sayings ever. If you can invest and put yourself in the forefront of things that are going to evolve, things that are going to change the world, right? Like people who got into Amazon and maybe had vision when it was just books, and to see where it's at now. People who saw the internet, people, opportunity that a lot of people like you and I didn't get. But what crypto is doing right now, everything will be tokenized. Guys, like either you get, there's people who get in this thing and they just, oh, it's shiny, I'm gonna buy it. Oh, it's got a bunch of zeros. And we all kind of went through that, right? I had, man, if I told you, I had to look at my phone, but I would say at one point I probably had over 100 coins, man. I was throwing money in all kinds of stuff because people were really good at selling dreams. And then you start figuring out people are full of crap, and you go through the whole thing and you learn. And better to learn it early, man. I say that, like, there's some things right now in my life where, situations where I had to cut people off. I mean, I'm talking about, and if I tell you the level and who these people are, you wouldn't even believe it. I had to cut them off. I had no choice, because if it one of those sayings, if it's going to challenge your peace, your spirit, your mental health, all those things, if it's going to challenge that, then you need to disassociate yourself as quick as you can, right? You got to be able to identify cancerous situations. And I had to do that, right? I had to, and one of the things that me and my wife talk about, I said, I thank God that I did it early, because if I hadn't done it early, the further we would have got, the harder it would have been. The further I would allow that situation to progress, where maybe I got more closer to certain people, I got more closer to situations, I had to cut it off, because the quicker you can get rid of cancer, the better. It's the same analogy, and I don't mean to speak like I know everything about cancer, but I've lost my dad to cancer. I lost some family and friends to cancer. So the quicker, and I've had aunties that, and I don't want to get too far in this, but they had say, hey, we see something in your breast, and she's like, you ain't taking my breast, and then I ain't taking, and then she wound up dying from it. But they caught it so early. My dad the same way. Prostate. Like man, look. We can do this now. Oh, just stubborn dude, right? It took his life. And so, I don't even know how I got it with that analogy, but, that's where it was at. So, when you see things early, I saw some things that I needed to change early on and cut certain things out, and I did that. I started to realize the BS in the industry, and the BSers, and the people who will get on, and people who have shows that are 1,000 times bigger than this, and I felt like they were full of crap, and they're gone. And there's many examples that were like BitBoy and other people where you can tell it wasn't sincere. And I see a lot of that right now. People making money off the back of other people, and I'm not gonna get into all that. There's a lot of people who call people out and all that. I'm just gonna leave it alone. But I stay in my own lane. We have a tight knit family. I love it. I mean, when we had more people, we were getting thousands and thousands of views. They shut my channel down 3 times over things that I had to learn you couldn't say, like war, COVID, certain things like that, or just because I'm covering XRP. I don't know what the reasons were, but I was shut down 3 times, and it's been hard to get those people back. However, and I was also told my channel is shadow banned. Don't even know what the hell that means to an extent. I've kind of read up on it, but I love the togetherness, the intimate family that we have. It's just, to me, amazing. I don't need nothing big. I'm not doing this for the money. I'm not on X for the money. I'm in it because it keeps me connected to the people I love and care about, and it keeps the people I love and care about connected to me, and it's that simple. Let's move on. Hey, Anthony Wanner. Anthony, the man, the myth, the Wanner is in the house. Okay, let's keep it going. Okay, so we went through that. Tired of winning? Hell no, we're not. All those in Congress holding up, kiss our assets, you damn straight. Slow it down, Zach Record. We talked about that. How the hell, I guess, so far down. Okay. Breaking. U.S. Crypto Ad Committee just passed crypto. Okay, we talked about structure bill. This bill gives the CFTC primary authority to regulate assets like BTC, XRP, and other qualifying altcoins treated as a commodity, not a security. Next step is full Senate vote, House coordination, and President Trump's signature, which he has already agreed to. So, looking forward to that. Damn it, how do I keep doing that? What the hell is that? Puffy pops up? Huh? Take that. Let me stop. No diddy. Who else up in here? Anthony Wenzel. Now it's good to see my brother DCA Crypto Dave. Accumulate. Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. Accumulate. That's what it's all about, brother. So dope. That one word, accumulate. Facts. It's gonna be a game changer, life changing. But again, I can't give financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing we talk about on the show should be ever be considered financial advice. However, we had hype, we had speculative. This is now utility. Get it, got it, good. Not missed the boat again. A lot of people will. Okay, Lark Davis says, crypto is officially back in the hated phase. Scams, idiots, and total retail apathy while everyone chases the gold God candle. Remember, the best entries happen when the crowd is disgusted. We've seen this movie before. Grab your popcorn. I've seen it in almost 9 years. I've seen it a lot. Not gold and silver pumping, but the narrative. Jack Ripper says gold and silver are back. What will happen next? The Clarity Act will be passed by the Senate and signed into law by President Trump. Gold and silver will support the new financial system, while XRP will serve as the backbone. Grab your popcorn and enjoy the show. I'm very much in agreement with that. Okay, if you're still in crypto, you are a psychopath. So this guy, Crypto Bullet, must be feeling kind of bad about his portfolio. He said, if you're still in crypto, you are a psychopath. I said you could end up crazy rich. So yeah, it's okay. A lot of people call me psycho for being crypto over the years. That's all right. Guess what? They're not calling me anymore. Or if they do, they call me because they need something. Okay, Grayscale took 1.4 million to XRP today. 113,693,796 XRP. How much did you take? Good Lord. Huh? They like that XRP, don't they? Robinhood CEO Valid as I said, Tenev meets with U.S. government to discuss crypto market structure legislation. I said crypto conversations are happening everywhere. XRP ETFs can't stop, won't stop. Record-breaking day for XRP ETFs, 74.34 million in total volume. Huh? They're accumulating. While you're scared, they're accumulating. Big money is running to XRP. Just in, it says big XRP holders are coming back with more wallets holding at least 1 million XRP. It's growing like cray-cray. Evernorth knows all about XRP. Evernorth is backing the native XRP lending protocol to help turn a $100 billion plus market cap into a productive yield-bearing ecosystem. The future of institutional DeFi is native. Details are here. If you want more information on this, information on Evernorth, click the link right there. It's all in our on our X channel. Okay, 1,000% what he said. Phil Guac says Quack. If that's how you say it. Phil Quack, Guac, like guacamole, Quack. Easy A, shouts out to Phil and his brother Adam. Message those guys, often pretty cool cats. Forget the Bears. We have every reason to be optimistic. Our best days are ahead of us. I do agree with that. The guys doing some big things. They have some meetings with Ripple and some other things going on. What are the odds that Evernorth drops the news about XRP Ledger native lending in a tweet? The ending numbers in URL are 589. Good Lord. It sure is. Look at that. That's crazy. Evernorth drops news about XRP Ledger. Yeah, that's fine. Funny. Is that a coincidence? Maybe. Who knows? 589. Okay, I don't think you can control that. Hey there. I'm sorry. Here we go again. Corruption at the highest level. This is Kabasi letter as well. It says breaking. The U.S. Senate rejects a bill to keep the government open in a 45 to 55 vote with another government shutdown likely in 2 days away. We'll see how that plays out. A lot of people saying we could be going into another government shutdown, as we discussed early on in the show. SEC Chair Paul Atkins urges Congress to pass a Clarity Act now. It's really, quote, it's really crucial for Congress at this moment in time to step forward and come up with crypto legislation, end quote. Let's check it out.
It's really crucial for Congress at this moment in time to step forward and come up with rules that, legislation.
We're lucky enough to have the Senate Ag Committee also mark up their portion of the Clarity Act this morning on the day that we're doing our fireside, so we have more to talk about. But it was a partisan vote. The Republicans voted it through, no Democrats voted for it, but I think, in lieu of legislation, there's a lot that you guys can do, and I think the industry would agree with that. In the absence of legislation, positive administrative action can suffice in the meantime. But do you, as regulators, do you think that legislation is crucial to the future growth of the industry? And we can start with Chair Atkins again.
So we do have, a lot of freedom, under the various statutes at the SEC and likewise at the CFTC to make accommodations. And, Congress has given us broad exemptive authority. And so, we can use it and we should use it where appropriate. we'll see what Congress comes up with, but I do feel very strongly that, notwithstanding what we do on the rulemaking side, it's really crucial for Congress at this moment in time to step forward and come up with rules that, legislation that can guide us and that can undergird our efforts, because people come and go and commissions come and go. And, the last thing I'd like to see is to have, something happen in the future that kind of upends a lot of the things that we will have put into place that people then rely on.
In short, they need to act. We need clarity. Crypto for Life, Chicago Coin Family, XRP Army. Greatest family on planet Earth, EARF. This is for you.
Pull up in a spacecraft, them bags on us. Get into them bags, so them stacks on us. In a different bracks, where they try to tax on us. Government some lies, but them bags blowing up. Spitting 16s, keep them bags stuffed up. Give you more game than your mainstream rappers. Told you get the bag, disconnect from the fuzz. Your favorite rapper clone, and he can't beat trust. Move to a different code, so they can't tax us. Golden passports, rocket ships like Buzz. We light years ahead of the herd, like they don't want you to get rich, but die trying. But I slid you the crypto list, so start buying. And I'll see you at the tip top when we start flying. Upgrade the shit, push a button, autopilot. Party all night, so we just keep flying.
So many years and there's still no cheers. If fear's telling, then I'm still all in. What do you do when your freedom is an illusion? How high will it go when the XRP get the moving?
Come on.
It's amusing when you know that you ain't losing. Going back to go back, got them choosing. This one, bag it up. Here come the monkeys. This one, let me get some.
Guys, we have 100 and almost 50 people here on X, on YouTube, and on IMUTV. I'm not sure where everybody's watching that, but if you guys do me a huge personal favor, go over to our crypto page so you don't miss anything. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and notification bells. We have some of the most epic interviews, and we're the only channel that's ever had dumbass Gary Gensler on this show. If you guys don't believe me, make sure you guys go check it out. You probably get a couple giggles out of it. But we've also had some of the biggest names in crypto. We followed all the information that went into and was a part of. Actually, I was in the documentary Rick from the Start by Fruition Productions, the greatest documentary, in my opinion, in crypto. Make sure you guys go check it out. You'll see that we've interviewed almost everybody in the show, from Jake Claver to, you guys can see here, my man Austin King. Actually was one of the first contestants on, what was that show he was on? It was like some kind of crypto dating show. Jake Claver, Lewis Jackson, Eleanor Terrett, Linda P. Jones, Molly Elmore, Jimmy Valley, Zach Rector. I mean, all these guys have been on. The late and great Will Ferrell. We've had some of the most amazing, epic names. If you guys want to follow what we do and follow where we've been in our incredible journey, and why we are definitely one of the greatest families in this space. We keep it real. We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear all the time. We got Sean McBride from Ripple, Google, formerly with Ripple and Google. I was going to try to find Dumbass Gary's Gensler's interview. But guys, we've been at it for a while. Definitely take a lot of pride in what we've accomplished, and the incredible content that we put out over the years. Here you go again, Linda P. Jones, Brooke Odyssey, Meta Lawman, Ray Fuentes. I mean, just so many people. Smoke has been on very early on in Smoke's journey with us. Echo, Fred Raposley, Abs, Johnny Crypto, Coach JV. Now all the names are trying to come back. Armando Pantoya, Mr. Man. Just so many people. Mickle, Bearable Guy. Guys, we've had everybody on this show. Bearable Bull, I'm sorry. We've had everybody on this show. AJ from BitBoy Crypto. Just incredible. Dave, XRP Lion, and many others. So if you guys want more information, Rob Cunningham, shouts out to Rob, Crypto Miles, all these guys, Patrick Riley. I mean, everybody's been on this show. CypherX, and much more. So make sure you guys go check out Crypto for Life with your boy James, aka 68J. And we had the one and only Stephen Nero. That was one of our biggest shows right here. You can see like 70,000 views on that. So if you guys ever want to hear the story of the greatest travesty in crypto, the war against crypto, Operation Choke Point 2.0, and the whole Rick from the Start, make sure you guys go check it out. Okay, again, it's at 68J _ Crypto for Life. All right, let's get into it. Let's get back to it after the word from Paul Akis. Okay, Jake Klaber, I agree with this. He says most of the financial world is still blind to what's happening. Ripple's technology isn't just another crypto project. It's the infrastructure that will unlock trillions in previously frozen assets. Major banks and financial institutions are implementing systems that will use the XRP ledger when these assets start flowing. My apologies, guys. I should have my damn phone off. Who's this? Somebody from Texas. Major banks and financial institutions are implementing systems that will use the XRP ledger. When these assets start flowing, everything will change permanently. Those who understand this now have the advantage. Shouts out to Tiffany Serrano. You like that music system? I like it too, by my man. Crypto Tells. This is kind of funny. Straight facts. Dom at Easy A puts this out. He says, everyone right now, like the market fell out of the whole damn, not only the charts, the computer, the damn desk, all the way to the ground. The market's definitely tanked. That was crazy. But we've been, if you've been a part of this, guys, it's just all part of the game. Remember, you can't lose money if you don't sell. That part. Can't lose money if you don't sell. Sheesh. Wipeout. 200 billion. A lot more than that wiped out. This is as of yesterday. Again, Jake Klaver with another one that says it's not for no reason. The Japanese reverse carry trade is about to unwind at scale, and those who are smart are moving now. All right, guys, that's it. We're out of here. Let's give some love to the community before we go. Before we get up out of here, let me just let you guys know we appreciate you guys. We are going to go live, a special. Typically, we go live Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on X, on YouTube, on IMUTV, on Firestick TV, and soon Apple TV. We're connected with IMUTV, which brings us to all those platforms live. Also, we're going to have a special community roundtable tomorrow with me and Nesforce and anybody else who wants to be a part of it. Make sure you guys send me a message on X or on Telegram. It's going to be incredible. I'll find some other people that want to come in. If I don't get any messages, it'll be me, Nesforce for sure, and we'll try to add a couple others. But we'll definitely catch you guys. Before we get out of here, it's Friday. You got to get ready to go into the weekend. The most epic, legendary crypto anthem ever by Crypto Tales featuring Bags and Blockchain Monkeys. Let's finish the last part of this. Crypto for Life, Chicago Coin Family, XRP Army. This is for you.
We looking for that astro flip. Guacamole, I want the whole damn dip. I got my spacesuit on, yeah. I want the whole damn ship. And if you bring in any further, bust the whole damn clip. Nah, we do our own research here. Over ledger on a t-shirt here. We in the jungle, I know. They like, monkey, how you see so clear? I did my homework, so he don't care. Yeah. Sitting on the ledger with the bag man. And I just bought Quant with my bad hand. A little Globius and XTC. And a little more XRP. We're not playing. So basically we repping for the same set. Cause we was here way before the main net. Who would have thought that Crypto Tales would come together on a topic that we know so well? Music.
So many years and it's still no cheers. If you're selling it, I'm still all
Hope everybody has an incredible weekend.
in. What do you do when your freedom is an illusion? How high will it go when the XRP get the moon in? It's amusing when you know that you ain't losing. Going back to go back, got 'em choosing. Which one? Bag it up. This one? Stack it up.
Appreciate you guys in a major way. As we always do before we get out of here, we give recognition to all the family. DCA Crypto Dave in the house. We got Bullish Bird, Chicken 415 in the house. Tiffany Serranos, what's up, sis? Shouts out to you and your hubby, Gabe. We got Big Bro 10, my sister out of New York. We got Nina Blossom, the one and only Kevin Jasper Bay in the house. Accumulate now, you damn straight. Anthony, the man, the myth, the Wanners in the house. Good to see my brother. Shouts out to the family. We got Jose in the house. We got Kevin Scott up in here. XRP Hustle Hard. Bullish Bird. What's up, Bullish Bird? And S-Force. We'll see you mañana, my brother. I'll send you over the information in a little bit. I'll create a thumbnail and all that good stuff once I know everybody who's going to be coming on. XRP, appreciate you, my brother. We got, who else we got up in here? Let's see. Crypto Tropics. What's up, Crypto Tropics? Good afternoon, my brother. We got Davis from Vegas is up in here. Marvin Davis, the man, the myth, the legend. My beautiful queen, Jeanette, the coolest 16-year-old on planet Earth. EARF. Jacoby's in the house. That's my dude. Who else we got up here? Bullish Bird in the house. We got, anybody else? Jose Velasquez in the house. Good to see you, Jose. We got Richie 009, 009, like 007. Like it. Who else we got up in here? Bullish Big D in the house. That's my dog right there. One of the OGs in the space. Sly Fox. He changed it. Sly Fox 100 TV. He got it going. Sly Fox 100 TV. This is one of the most epic traders ever. Much love to Sly Fox. And my man, Pots and Pans, the one and only Crypto OG, along with Crypto Rific. Appreciate you in a major way. Crypto OG is one of the reasons we have such an incredible platform with our website for Chicago. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you in a major way. Guys, I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. I'll be sending the information out to the group for tomorrow's community live. Anybody wants to jump on, make sure you guys let me know. Until next time, it's your boy James, a.k.a. 68J. Peace. Greatest family on planet Earth. EARF. Yeah.